y'all, Rip One Outdoors. Hey, it's good to be back with you. Hey, no, you don't always need a tractor to unload these boxes. I needed to run the tractor anyway, so I just having a little fun, that's all. But we want to welcome on the hill the TK1 Fat20 from Mooncool. We received this bike and we're going to do a review on it. This bike requires a little bit more involvement when it comes to the assembly, so we're not going to pencil whip that. We're going to put some chapters in the video so you can switch back and forth. We're going to do the unboxing and assembly, and then we're going to go out and take a ride and tell you what we think of the Mooncool TK1 Fat20. Y'all don't go anywhere. Forward to having you along. Okay, everybody, here we are with the unboxing of the Mooncool TK1 Fat20. So let's get on with it. Mighty big box, bigger box than what I thought. First thing I see is there is actually a box within a box. And if this has got all the parts and pieces that I think it does, that's a good deal there, Mooncool, that you did that, because you don't want nothing falling out. We're just gonna take a knife and cut the box, okay? That 20, come out. There you go. They're about to knock my camera over. Okay, so it's a box within a box. All right, let's see what we can do with this now. Gotta watch them big old staples there. And I was a little feller. We moved over here to this house where Candace and them's at now. And I was 3 years old when we moved over here. We had bought like an appliance, some kind of appliance refrigerator or some range or whatever when we built the house, new appliances going in the house. I was out in the yard playing in a cardboard box, big cardboard box like this. And I got one of them staples in my eye. And it tore my eye up pretty bad. Long remember that. Goodness. Somebody says, that's so satisfying. No, that's not satisfying. I tore my hand up trying to get that thing out of there. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do this box the same way. Well, let me see. Can we start picking stuff out? Yeah, we can do that. There's the front basket there. Boy, that looks nice. Whoa! Sorry about that. I hope y'all okay. Handlebar. I don't know what that is, but that's heavy. That's a box of parts. That looks like a seat. We ain't gonna fiddle around with this thing, y'all. We just gonna tear the box, or cut the box here. There we go. Boy, that's pretty. Look at that blue color, huh? Ain't that nice? Fat20, boy, that thing got some big fat tires too. It's fat like me. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We'll shut y'all down right now. We're going to get everything out of the box and get all the packaging unwrapped. Y'all know what we usually do. And then we'll get started putting this thing together. Okay? Y'all don't go nowhere. Okay, folks. Back with you again. What we did is we took all the parts out of the box. Okay? This is pretty much all one piece here. The front tire, the fender, the frame, bottom bracket and everything like that is all in place. Got a couple of cables run back here for your derailleur and for the brake back here on the back. What I did is I put this thing up on a table. What I did is I brought that old black table up in here. So I don't have to kneel down on my knees all the time put this thing together. So we're going to put it together up on this table. And I covered it with some craft paper so I wouldn't ugly y'all to death. Yeah, what we're gonna do, you got a big chunk here. This is your differential and your rear end and all this part right here. And of course what we just mentioned, all of this. Battery is in the mail, it's coming in tomorrow. What else we got? We got a box full of little parts and all, chain, pedals, the normal stuff, okay? We've got a nice color manual right here we're gonna go by. We're gonna go just by the manual, but we're not gonna bore you to death with every little step, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put it together, and then if there's anything that's out of whack about the manual, I'm gonna come back after I do a summary of the assembly, and I'm gonna come back and try to address those and just point those out to you, okay? So y'all hang with us. We'll be back with you. We're just going to go ahead and start step by step with this nice color manual right here. We're going to put it together. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back with you. Okay. I told y'all I was going to wait till I got it put together and then come back and just do a little summary, but I kind of felt like that I needed to pop in and show y'all what I did. I'm not going by the book when it comes to putting this on, okay? The book says to put the two rear wheels on the rear axle, okay? Then connect it up to here. I'm gonna deviate from that. I may have to come back and tell you that I'm sorry I did that. But I put the rear end up on these foam blocks. These foam blocks came with the packing on the bike. I got Susie Q to come out here and help me hold the front end to keep it from falling over. And I went ahead and installed these two big bolts right here, okay? 2 on each side. So there's 4 bolts. Got that put in. Now I'm fixing to put the derailleur on. I've got the derailleur on already. I did that while y'all wasn't looking. But I'm going to go and I'm going to put the chain on. And I'm going to hook the brake line up. And do all of that. Now, hey, I think we'll be further on down the road. Probably the last thing I'm going to do is put the back tires on. And you might ask me, why didn't you go ahead and put the back tires on? Because it allows me more room to get in here and work. Look. But like I say, I might have to come back and retract this statement and just say, hey, I wish I would have done it that way. We'll see. Let's go on. We're going to go on. We're going to put the brake line on, hook the brake up, and we're going to do put the chain on. There we go. Okay, I'm back with y'all again. Just wanted to give you a little progress report. Of course, it's another day. Different weather and temperature and stuff like that. But I tell you what we're doing this morning is we have already got the bike basically put together. All right. I believe last time I talked to y'all, I showed y'all the foam blocks under here. Well, before I put the tires on, I put the chain together right there. That's what they call the magic link. And you put that together. You got a link goes on one side and a link goes on the other side. And then you pull it. You pull it away. And it locks in position just like that right there. You may have to get a little pair of needle nose pliers or what have you, and to help yourself get lined up like that, you know. But yeah, it's pretty simple thing. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you a few little things that you may want to notice. I done put a water bottle holder on there. I got the back wheels on. I got the reflectors on, the fenders. Those are really easy. But this is probably one of the things that you may have a problem with, putting that little chain together. But I'm telling you, the book shows you all about it, and it's pretty good instructions. Let's see. This is the shifter cable right here. It comes in just like this, circles around, and hooks right back into the back of the derailleur right there. Okay. Then this little cable comes up under here and hooks into this little cable stay right there. Clamp. That clamps that cable down. that's pretty easy. But I'll just be honest with y'all. I put this thing in 7th gear. It's in 7th gear up there. That's where it's going to stay. I'm not going to shift this thing. I don't have any reason to shift it. I've got pedal assist. I've got a battery to pull me around. I'm not going to shift it. This is the brake cable. Come in on this side. It just push it up in the back. Let me see if I can get around here. Push it up in the back of the caliper like this. Then you got a little place right there on top of the caliper. Loosen this bolt right here. Shove the cable down in there. Tighten it down. There you go. The brakes should work. I haven't tried them yet, but they should work. Nothing special about putting the wheels on, y'all. Let's see. I put the fenders on first before I put the wheels on. Okay. Make sure you put these reflectors on before you put the fenders on, because you can't hardly get under there with no wrench and tighten that. So put the reflectors on. I'm sure the book told me that, but I ventured away from the book. After a while, I said, I don't need this stinking book. This is your nuts and bolts here that hold the fenders on either side. Okay, put them on. The wheels. You do have a left side and a right side. Okay, and it's marked R and the other marked L. The reason why, over on this side, the wheel's made a little bit different. It's got a square hole on the inside, and that goes up in here and attaches to your axle, and that's what gives you the drive. The way this wheel goes on is this big plastic nut right here. You just thread that up on there. It's got a metal nut on the inside of it. Okay? Once you get it threaded up on there, you can take a pair of screwdriver like this and pop that plastic nut off. That plastic, it's not a nut, it's a plastic cover that goes over the nut. Once you expose the nut, take a fit-a-maul wrench like this, tighten that nut down, just get it snug, okay? You don't need to be torqued or anything. And then you can push your little plastic nut cover back on there, pop that with a plastic hammer. Good. Nothing about the seat that you don't already know about. That pretty much goes without saying. I got the seat on there. I haven't done anything with the handlebar yet. I went ahead and put my headlight up here, but I'm going to take that back off and put the basket on, because I don't know. It was late in the evening, and I guess I wasn't thinking right. But I'm going to put the basket on the front. To summarize that part of it, put the chain on. Let me see if I can get under here and show y'all how the chain goes through the derailleur, just in case you got a question about that. Feeds through here, come back through here, around this little red cog right there, and then goes back. Okay, you see how it does on the top here? Let me show you that. Comes off of the chain gear on the front, feeds right down through here. When you put the tension on it, it'll be laying down here like this, but when you put the tension on it, it'll pop it up. To hold the derailleur forward while you're putting the chain together, I don't want to run this thing off the table. I pull that derailleur up like that, and I put a zip tie from here to the frame. And I use that to temporarily hold it because I didn't have nobody out here to help me. And that's it. Put the chain together, cut the zip tie, allow it to pop back. You ain't gonna have no problem with that. Okay, let's go on ahead. I'm gonna go on ahead and put the basket on, and then I'll show you a few things about that, okay? Okay guys, let's look at one last time. I put together the finished product here. I put the wire cage together on the back, and I just wanted to tell y'all that I used some extreme double stick tape between the basket and the frame here. It didn't even have to stick. It's just going to provide a little bit of cushion, okay? And you got these straps here. Now, they send some little flat metal straps to strap this frame together. I didn't do that. I used, where you see they have these wires that come down and they went straight down, I actually took my pliers and I bent those wires. So instead of using the little metal straps, there's no way it's going to come loose. okay? I just bent those wires back with my pliers and hammered them in with a rubber mallet, and that's pretty much it. We got the seat on. Yeah, here's the battery. It's a 48 volt, 15 amp hour. It locks in place. You got a key to lock it and unlock it on the other side here. On this side, you have your little port here for your charger. You can charge it on the bike, or you can take it off the bike to charge it. You have an on and off switch right here. It won't power up or anything as long as the switch is in the off position. Let's see what else. We put the pedals on it, nothing spectacular there. We did put the basket on. We mounted the headlight. Good heavy duty basket. Man, I have to say, I can't wait to go out and go buy some groceries or something at Walmart on this thing, because with the basket in the front and the basket in the back, this thing will haul a half a hog. I can tell you it will. Lock and unlock, fold down the handlebar right here. Y'all know how to do that. Wire management, it was kind of all over the place, but I managed to get it tied up and zip tied in some places. Somebody might have could have done a lot better than I did right there, but that's okay with me. Mechanical brakes, thumb throttle, display over here. Let me flip it on to turn the display on. Got a little button up here on the top. Push it down and hold it. Nice color display right there. To adjust your pedal assist right here, there's a little button under there. 2 buttons. Plus and a minus here. Plus is here, minus there. That drops the pedal assist down, up, 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 forward. It's only three levels of pedal assist. And then you can press the power button here on the top, and that changes the trip, the odometer, average speed, and stuff like that. Probably stuff that I won't even use. You got a little horn here. It's got a nice headlight. Turn the headlight on. You hold the plus button down here, down on the bottom here. Hold the plus button down just like you would on most bikes. As we already said, mechanical brakes there. Suspension fork on the front. 500 watt motor with 750 peak watts. Okay, that's about all we're going to tell you today for the Mooncool TK1 Fat20. And I do want to mention the load capacity, because I did mention the baskets and a lot of room in this basket. And that basket, y'all listen, do you hear any rattling? It's very, very nice. Basket up front is a little on the heavy side, but it's going to hold some good stuff too. Load capacity on this bike is 400 pounds. So yeah, we look forward to trying that out here in the yard, or maybe running to Walmart and picking up some groceries and some items, and see how it performs. I think it's going to do great. The level of expertise required to put it together, that's, you know, I've heard some people say that it was 65% assembled. I've heard some say that it was 75% assembled. I'm going to lean more towards a 75% assembly, because parts that you do have to put together are the big parts. The back end, the rear end, and all that, you have to put that on, okay? But there's only 4 bolts that puts that on there. The wheels, that's a nut you have to put on each wheel. So that's not a overload of things that you have to do to put this thing together. The hardest part I think people will have maybe an issue with is putting the chain together. But they've got videos out there, y'all. Use these little magic links that they sent, and you basically put the link in on each side of the chain, and then you pull it like that, and that sets the link. And it's not going anywhere. It's good. Adjusting the brakes, adjusting the shifter, I don't really care if we adjust the shifter or not, because I'm not going to shift it. But adjust the brakes, I've got the brakes adjusted. I showed y'all where to do that. And other than that, I can't wait to get out and take a ride on it and see how it rides and everything. No tail lights on the back, but it only has reflectors, but that's not a deal breaker for me. I'm not going to be riding it at night. But if someone did want to put a little tail light on the back, you can buy these little battery operated tail lights and put on the seat post here. That'd be good. I thought the assembly manual was sufficient. I'm not going to go overboard about it, but I think it was everything needed to put this bike together. I didn't refer to it on every little thing, but most things it just come natural for me. If you have a little bit of a mechanical knowledge about you, if you're a do-it-yourselfer in your garage, look at this as this is going to be an excellent opportunity for you to save a few dollars, right? I say save a few dollars because the price right now, today, is $13.99. Use the RIP100 coupon code that's down in the description, and you can get this trike for $12.99. Okay, save you $100 right there. So save you $100, and if you need to pay someone $100 to help you put it together, then go that route. But it's not that difficult of a job. At least for me, it's not. But yeah, maybe even look at rent a husband, something like that, handyman. That'll help you out. Put it together. Hey, it's a good trike. That 48 volt 15 amp hour battery is going to get you every bit of probably 30 to 35 miles. They state to 30 to 45. I say 30 to 35 miles. Hey, other than that, y'all, it's ready to go. We can't wait. It's raining outside right now. We can't get out and go nowhere. But as soon as the rain stops, we're going to put it to the test and ride it around, ride it up and down the road, ride it out in the yard some. So. Hey, we'll see y'all out on the road with it, okay? Okay, I told y'all I would get with y'all on a little ride, so here we go. It's awfully trafficy here today. Yeah, we got a pretty blue sky. I thought I'd take the TK1 Fat20 out for a ride. So far, so good, y'all. The seat's got a back on it, and I think with a lot of ladies, they may appreciate that. I know my wife's gonna appreciate it. That was the first thing she saw it like a month ago, and she told me, she said, I'd like to have one of them. And I said, why? But she said, because it's got a seat, it's back on the seat. Well, I don't like the back on the seat, but I think she will. She hasn't rode it yet. But she will, because, what about it there, donkeys? But yeah, she'll like it because she likes that back on that seat. I think it'll work good with her. She's got a bad back, but some problems with her back. So we just gonna cruise over the road, top speed, 15 miles per hour, sometimes 16. Throttle works good. I'll stop up here somewhere for too long, and we'll take a look at the pedal assist settings. It's only got 3 levels of pedal assist, but that's fine. It does seem like it does everything that the regular TK1 does as far as pedal assist. It's got a little bit of resistance on the pedals there, so I'm not really ghost pedaling. It's not bad at all. In fact, it feels good. I put me a mirror on there. Had to order me another batch of bar end mirrors. I ordered them from Temu. I get me five pairs at a time. Cost me about $27. But I've been using them from Temu, and I'm really happy with them. They work really good. Yeah, y'all, it feels good. As far as the ride and the comfort's concerned, I tell you what, it does just like the other TK1. I mean, it's very comfortable. One thing I think that makes it comfortable is those fat tires. You might want to notice what kind of pressure you're putting in the tires if you do buy this trike. 20 psi per tire is what I have in this trike right now. And I think that's giving me a really good ride. This is one of the roughest roads in the country here, y'all. It's just an old tar and rock road. People ain't never really cared too much about trying to fix it up. So yeah, you can see when we round this curve right here. Let's slow down a little bit because there's water all over the place. Yeah, see there, I'm in pedal assist 3 and it got on out. It got on out the way. What is these idiots doing up here? Spraying mud everywhere. Look like they tried to pull off in that mud there and got to spinning around. I tell you, all the nuts ain't in the cake. You know what? I was thinking about if I had just spent $1,299 on this trike and I got it put together, how would I feel about it? I'm not getting paid for telling you how I feel. This is coming from my honest review on it. The assembly process, probably you need to be a handyman, you need to be a do-it-yourselfer, you need to have some metric end wrenches, things like that. But that's not a deal breaker, y'all. It's just hey, I made good use of a rainy day. Got out in the shed, got it on the table there, and put this thing together. Looks like the ride's okay. I mean, it's certainly smooth enough. It's got plenty of power. Let's stop and see what the pedal assists are going to do here while we're kind of out in the open here. Pedal assist 1. Okay. Let's do throttle only. All right, see there's the throttle takeoff in pedal assist 1. And take off, it goes right on up to 15, 16 miles per hour. But it doesn't jerk you. So it's it doesn't jerk your neck back when it takes off. See there? That's pretty good. I'm gonna turn around here and head back a little bit. No problem turning, turns really sharp. One wheel is locked to the axle where it turns, and the other one is free. So you got a free wheel, and free wheel is the left side. So I don't notice any difference in the way it turns and the way the regular TK1 turns. All right, so we're in pedal assist 1 and we go about 9 miles per hour. We're pedaling this time. Bump it up. That's pedal assist 2. $10 miles per hour. Bump it one more time. Pedal assist 3. It's got 3 levels of pedal assist. And I still got some resistance now in my feet there. That's 15 miles per hour. So, hey, overall, the pedal assist, it does what it says it'll do. It's a very comfortable trike. It's easy to maneuver. Weight is about 100 pounds somewhat. I think I've already mentioned the payload capacity on the assembly video. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to put it to the test over the next few days. I've got 5.4 miles. I honestly think it's going to go a long ways. I think it'll go 30, 35 miles, maybe more, according to how we're riding it. I'm gonna get right here by the old pond here where the minnow is over there, and I'm gonna sign off with y'all. Look down there in the description, there's gonna be a link to Mooncool. Check out the Mooncool TK1 Fat20. And hey, if you decide to purchase it or any of them other products on there, on the TK1 3-inch tires, I have a RIP 200 coupon code that works for it. For this trike here, right now is $13.99, okay? Use a RIP 100 coupon code and that will get, you'll get this trike for $12.99. I don't see any trikes out there for this kind of price, y'all. I see them that's over $2,000, and yeah. So check that out. Hey, look down there in the lower left-hand part of my screen. There's going to be an email there. If you have any questions, any comments, whatever, you want to ask me a question about this trike, go ahead, feel free to. Y'all know the rest of the story. Hey, if you haven't already, if you found some kind of value in this content, hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that bell notification. And hey, we can see y'all out there again on more rides with the TK1 Fat 20.